are the most quintessential and most important things to me. Affordable housing, jobs, and our public safety are all connected. They're all tied together because the cost of housing has increased since 2010 by 50%. So the former cost of your house or your rent in 2010 is now 50% more. But the challenge is working folks' income have only increased by 10% in that time, which means at some point, numerous people become cost burdened as those 10% and 50% continues to widen. You can't afford a home if you're paying more than 30% of your income on rent. And you certainly are having a hard time if you have to spend more than 50% of your income on rent. And so this is a challenge. And so there's a housing need, but then there's also an affordability need. The housing is we have to build or preserve 20,000 units of affordable housing in 8 years. And that's what I'll do as mayor. I'll make sure we build on all of that vacant land that we have at Atlanta Housing Authority, Bankhead, Bowen Homes, Herndon Homes, Hollywood Court, numerous, almost 800 acres of city-owned land that's at Atlanta Housing Authority. All those large parking lots at MARTA could be, you can go dense there. You also have some school land. These are places that we need to rapidly build. And I'll have a chief housing officer that knows how to build, but also preserve housing. Think about it. There's also some properties that are just on the verge of affordability right now because they're older, but landlords and developers are flipping those, putting in new stainless steel appliances, hardwood floors and granite and all those things and making them more expensive. So what we have to do is incentivize those landlords to make the necessary improvements, but also preserve affordability for a considerable number of those units versus displacing people. Last thing is, in addition to that, we don't want to displace people. We want to make sure that our seniors can stay in place. And that's about freezing the tax increases on seniors so that they don't have to get pushed out, these legacy residents that deserve to be able to live in this city. And then we also have to do down payment assistance, even more down payment assistance than we're already doing. So Invest Atlanta and NACA and other players will be very instrumental in helping us, as well as Community Land Trust. So that's the housing part of your question, is building and preserving more housing units because we got so many people find Atlanta attractive, but they need a place to live. So we have to build. But the income part of your question is important because affordable housing, the affordable part is about jobs, it's about income. Atlanta has the highest rate of income inequality in the nation. We have a 4% chance of making it from poverty to the upper middle class in Atlanta. And that's because people are just stuck. They don't move up. We have a lot of prosperity, but a whole lot of poverty. That's why I'm determined to make sure that we have a broadened and a balanced economic growth, that we grow this city out geographically and demographically, talking about Black and brown people. You need a mayor that just doesn't kiss up to CEOs. But I have told CEOs like at Microsoft, Airbnb, Google, I have said, I'm not just interested in how many buildings that you build in Atlanta. I'm interested in how many Atlantans will be able to work in your buildings. So we don't need to continue to import talent. We have a lot of untapped talent on the south side and the west side of our city. So that's why I created a jobs program called Tech Bridge, Technology Career Program that trains people for free. I train people for free to get $60,000, $70,000 jobs. And this is in conjunction with all these companies, Accenture, Microsoft, Georgia Power. I've trained hundreds of people. So they no longer have to live in affordable housing. They can pay for rent directly because now they're making great incomes and they trained for free and they got certifications and they don't have college debt. We have to do that. And I have a plan, which is my Atlanta Department of Labor is what we'll create.